Sounds good.
Okay.
Right, so I'll go first. My name is Sabrina. I'm one of the co-presidents this year of UBC Red Cross. This is my third year at UBC, as well as my third year at UBC Red Cross, although it feels like I'm in my first year because I just entered the nursing program here at UBC. And one of my favorite hobbies is vegan baking. I am vegan, but I just love baking in general, and I think that it's such a good creative outlet. So yeah. That's a bit about me.
So my name is Gurpreet. I'm a fifth year biochemistry student. In my free time, I like to play guitar. And a fun fact about me is that I have a pretty big sneaker collection. I'm a bit of a sneakerhead.
Hi guys, my name is Angela and I'm the treasurer for UBC Red Cross this year, and I was also treasurer last year. I'm in my third year and I'm specializing in marketing and business. So I'll mainly be dealing with anything related to finances, so donations and reimbursements. Fun fact, I guess, is that I'm experiencing really bad Zoom fatigue right now because I have lots of meetings and classes, and I can't wait till classes are in person again.
Zoom fatigue, I like that term. Oh, right. So next is Kavi. He's unfortunately unable to join us this evening because he's preparing for his medical school application. So I'm just going to read off his little introduction that he sent me. So just pretend I'm Kavi, pretend Kavi's talking. So hi everyone, my name is Kavi and I'm fourth year student majoring in integrated science at UBC. This year I will be the VP ambassador and I'll be working closely with the fundraising committee to set up sponsorships and support their events. I joined UBC Red Cross in second year because I wanted to get involved in my community and support humanitarian causes. Some of my hobbies include watching movies, playing basketball, and cheering for the Canucks. See picture. I hope to get to know all of you soon.
Hi everyone, my name is Zoya. I'm a third year student at UBC studying behavioral psychology. This is my first time as part of UBC Red Cross, and I'm currently holding the position as VP External. My hobbies since the beginning of uni have been skiing and eating unlimited amounts of pizza slices. Personally, I'm so excited to kick off this year regardless of majority of it being online. And I'm really grateful for Vibe Event for hosting us, and we have something really exciting coming up for you further on.
Hey guys, my name is Sela and I am a fourth year integrated sciences major. This is my fourth year also with the UBC Red Cross Club, and I really enjoy working with the team and really believe in the causes that we work towards. In my free time, I like running, and a fun fact about me is that I was born in the Arctic Circle.
I never knew that. Nice.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm a second year psychology student at UBC and I'm this year's marketing director. It's my first year in UBC Red Cross and I love it. I think it's such a great way to kind of make a positive contribution to humanitarian aid and just be able to raise so much awareness to important issues around the world. And my hobbies include I really like cooking. I also like baking. It's just a great stress reliever and it's super fun. And yeah, I'm super excited to meet you all very soon. Hopefully Corona will end soon so we can see your beautiful faces in person. So yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Rita and I am the co-executive administrator this year alongside Ashleen, who unfortunately can't make it tonight. This is my second year being involved with the UBC Red Cross. I joined last year during my second year as a general member of the Outreach and Awareness Committee. I am majoring in international relations and I'm also minoring in French. One of my hobbies include painting and drawing, which is something that I really, really like to do. I also like to hike. which is amazing here in Vancouver and the Lower Mainland. So yeah, I'm really excited for this year. I know our executive team has worked really, really hard for all of the upcoming events, and I can guarantee that we are going to make this virtual experience as good as possible.
Yeah, so as Rita mentioned, Ashleen isn't able to make it tonight, but I'll just read her little intro for her. So she's a third-year student in the microbiology and immunology program, and in her free time, she loves swimming. And Jenny also wasn't able to make it tonight, but she's our Global Lounge and Sustainability Officer. So if you're in a committee and you ever need any resources from the Global Lounge, she would be your first point of contact. She's in second year, and she has a combined major in oceanography and biology, and one of her hobbies is volleyball.
Hi everyone, my name is Bahar. I'm a second year student in integrated science. This is also my second year at UBC Red Cross. First year I was an outreach and awareness officer, so stay tuned for that. My hobbies are collecting like stuffed animals, as you guys can see in the picture, and I can sleep wherever and whenever I want.
Hello, my name is Mike. I'm a third-year biology student, the other community outreach and awareness co-director, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized that's me. Anyway, hi, I'm Brandon Corner. I am in my second year of microbiome immunology. This is also my second year in UBC Red Cross, which I'll be the fundraising committee's co-director, so you'll be seeing my face a lot, even though it's virtual. And in my previous year, I was part of the outreach and awareness committee as a general member. So yeah, and I guess, oh yeah, a fun fact about me would be I do like swimming, but I also don't like depth and any kind of water which moves. So yeah, that's something interesting.
Hello, fine folk. I'm Mohammed. I'm a second year student in the Faculty of Arts. I plan to major in economics, probably won't. Who knows? I don't. Fun fact. Maybe my greatest accomplishment in life is I can easily down a liter of chocolate milk in a few seconds. I swear to God, hand on my heart.
I demand you show us that one day.
If you join UBC Red Cross in one of these general meetings, I promise you, I will show you I can down a liter of chocolate milk. You can imagine how proud my parents are of me.
Oh, yes. That's great.
That's awesome. Okay, so for those of you interested in joining our club, you probably have the question, how is this club set up for its members? So there will be two committees, the Outreach and Awareness Committee and the Fundraising Committee. So you'll have a chance to join each one, or you can join both of them if you really want to. So each of them have different goals and events that you can participate or plan in. So the next step is, what are these committees really about? And I'm going to hand this off to Bahar and Mike, who will talk about the Outreach and Awareness Committee.
Yeah, so we have Outreach and Awareness Committee here. As the name comes, outreach means getting involved with your community, doing impactful events that'll help the members of the community and our society. So we'll present you with different events and volunteer opportunities so you can get involved. The awareness aspect is raising awareness regarding different issues around the world. That could be issues that you care about and you want other people to know of. That also includes our appeal for the year, so we'll get more on that later. We also have leadership opportunities available for you guys and many events that you guys can plan for. So that's what our committee is about. Our meetings are on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Our first meeting is actually on the 24th, so in 2 days. It may change if not that many members can make it, but hope all of you guys are flexible and can make our meeting on the 24th at least.
All right, so just to give you guys an idea of what we did in the past. In the past, we used to hold internal events as well as external events, like a collaboration with other organizations. So what we did past years was Cover the Cold, Mission Impossible, Power Breakfast, Hand for Hygiene, and Eyeglass Project. And this year, because of COVID, we're gonna have to focus on with external, like collaboration, virtual online volunteer opportunities. So such as Simbi Readathon, Humanitarian and Training Conference, speaker series for volunteer opportunities, awareness for the appeal of the ear, Mission Possible, Power Breakfast, the Eyeglass Project, and volunteer opportunity series again. Yeah.
Okay, and now we'll move on to the fundraising committee.
Okay, so point number one, why you should join us. You don't have to explain to people what is fundraising committee. The name is pretty self-explanatory. So we host fun events to raise money for the annually voted upon appeal from the Canadian Red Cross. That is something we'll be doing soon. And I know that we add fun events. So yeah, definitely the fun aspect is there, but the other aspect is, so there are two aspects to fundraising. One is you're having a lot of fun with your peers. And the other aspect is that you are making a difference. It may be $10 of fundraising. It could be more than $100, but what matters is whatever you're doing, it's for somebody else and it's making a difference for someone out there. And that's exactly what I love about fundraising committee. The other thing is, in fundraising committee, you will get a lot of opportunities to do something on your own eventually. So a lot of independent events, which actually Mohammed will be talking about soon. For this week only, our committee meeting time is Friday at 7 p.m., which is 25th September. This is exclusively only for the first meeting. From then on, we'll just like take a vibe check of the group and then we'll go from there as to what we want to do with the time. But yeah, for this week, again, it's Friday at 7 p.m. on 25th September.
Alrighty, beautiful people. Beautiful introduction by Brandon. And now we'll go on to our past events and what we got planned. Okay, so we have a rather distinguished past, as you can see, with a Krispy Kreme fundraiser, a fashion show, and Beyond the Borders, a refugee gala. But I'm sure you want to know what we're going to do. So let's focus on the future. Well, what have we done so far? Well, throughout this year, we're going to have virtual trivia nights where you can be hosting your very own favorite TV shows for trivia nights. You know, whether it be The Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Game of Thrones, your TV show could be up there and we could be hosting virtual trivia nights. It's a fun way to do it. And also, we already hosted one for friends and ended up raising $100 to the Yemen crisis. As you can see in the photo, look how happy Kavi is. He's absolutely beaming in the photo. Then we got the esports collaboration, which is, you know, Brandon's genius idea. It's genuinely fantastic. Like, if you love video games, this is perfect for you. It's genuinely, it's phenomenal. We're going to be hosting our very own video games tournament as a collaboration event with the Esports Association at UBC. We got the speaker series, outreach and awareness and fundraising. We may have our differences, but we're kind of colliding here for this one. We're going to get medical professionals to come talk to you about our very own event, about their experiences and such. But most importantly, right, the big kicker here is you're going to have your very own event. And this is big because you have your own ideas. You have, in like these troubling times, you have the ideas that can like come through and raise money virtually. You all have incredible ideas, and we want to provide the support here at fundraising, right? We want to have and take care of your incredible ideas and turn them into reality so we can raise money in fun ways. Boom.
Cool.
Right. That was great. Thank you, committee directors. You guys will get, later on, you guys will get a chance to talk to them a little bit more one-on-one. But for now, a big question that we get from our general members is, how can I get leadership experience in this club? Well, fret not, because we will tell you how. So the answer to that is committee officers. So each year our committees will be hiring officers. So this will happen pretty soon, I believe around October. You would attend the committee meetings to find out more, but basically Outreach and Awareness Committee, they'll be hiring 4 officers. Fundraising Committee will be hiring 3 officers, and Marketing and Social Media Team, they're also going to be hiring officers this year, which is a bit different from what we've usually done. In terms of the Marketing and Social Media Team officers, because they don't actually have committee meetings, just stay tuned for the marketing team hiring, because there will be a Facebook event, which will be posted very soon, and they'll also be promoting it on all the social medias, so you'll be able to apply by following the instructions there. But like I said, for the other committees, you'll be able to attend the committee meetings to find out information about hiring. So what is an officer? An officer is, I guess it's like the middle ground between a general committee member and an executive member. So basically, if you are to be an officer, for example, for the fundraising committee, then you would be the right hand for the fundraising directors. So if there's a task that seems too big to push onto our general members, then you would be that person to do it. And if the committee directors are just super overwhelmed at that time, then they'll divide up the work between their officers. So yeah, it's kind of like a step in between executive and general. And plus, if you become an officer, because you already have that experience under your belt, it would be much easier for you to transition to executive hiring. So that happens at the end of the school year. But we have we have an example here. So Bahar was actually the Outreach and Awareness Committee officer for last year, and now she's the director, because obviously being an officer last year, she has the experience in order to she has the experience, and she's seen what happens behind the scenes to actually run the committee. So yeah, being an officer is a great ease into the club, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. And if you're interested in officers or working with the Red Cross has a lot of volunteer opportunities, especially with the HELP program. That stands for the Health and Equipment Loan Program. So I have a video here of an American Red Cross volunteer, not for the HELP program, but a volunteer in general. So I'm just going to play this video.
Hi everyone, my name is Jorge Brito. I am a volunteer of the delegation of the American Red Cross in the Americas and the Caribbean. So basically the region around here. Well, just so you know, I've been a volunteer in the Red Cross for mostly all my life, and I want to thank you for giving me this chance of sharing with you what does it mean to be a Red Crosser. So first of all, if you're asking, I'm 22 years old, and I started as a simple volunteer, just like many of you. I used to just help around. Usually I would go to help brigades and play with children around. That's given that my dad is also part of the Red Cross. So I had that opportunity of working with different people from different areas and different countries at a very young age. As a matter of fact, because of my dad's job, I moved into 7 different countries. We're talking about Mexico, Guatemala, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Panama, and of course Costa Rica, where I'm from. As a volunteer in the Red Cross, I've had a chance to do many things. As a matter of fact, right now, I am a technical liaison officer. As a volunteer, I have a very high status work area in the delegation. And what do I do? Well, first of all, I check and take control of what our national societies, that's like the Red Cross from our different countries, and our projects, how we're doing, as well as writing proposals for new projects. As well as I take, since I'm a psychology student, so psychology, yay, I am in charge of what is the psychosocial program in the region. And I work very closely with Dr. Joe Pruitt, who is as well a volunteer in the American Red Cross. You can Google him. He's a very well-known psychiatrist and psychologist, and specialized in what is disaster response. I also work with what is the community engagement program. I am in charge of making sure that our programs are community friendly, meaning it's not a project of the Red Cross, it's a project of the people we're working with, of the community. That is the main idea that we want to do, and it aligns with our new strategy on the American Red Cross. As a mental health specialist, because the Red Cross has given me the chance to specialize in mental health in the area of disaster response, having a diploma from Johns Hopkins University, as well as the American Red Cross certification, with a as well as the PMD Pro, which is a program management course, and the DISC International Conduct Analyst certification. The Red Cross is always looking in ways in which our people can be better. In the Red Cross, you are not alone. In the Red Cross, you're going to find people from everywhere. As a matter of fact, one of the biggest things that I've learned is in the response for the Ecuador earthquake in 2016, I noticed there was a lot of people that lost a lot of things. And they lost family members, they lost homes. And many were working hard with their peers. And it was because they had solidarity. It was because they knew that they were not alone. They were going to work together and they were going to be able to get out. And they did, actually, as a matter of fact. The Red Cross is an area where you are not going to feel alone at any point. Actually, right now, during this very hard times of COVID-19, the American Red Cross delegation has many YouTube and radio programs where we talk about these mental health situations, the fear, the anxiety, how we can control it, how we can express it, as well as other shows like what is the youth doing nowadays, trying to change the topic a little bit. The American Red Cross, no, my bad. The Red Cross movement, per se, it's a place that it's gonna help you find your career path. It's gonna help you see and what you're capable of, and it's always gonna push you to be harder. I never thought I would be a mental health specialist at a very young age, or had the opportunity of being part of such a big team in such an important organization. And I do encourage you to think about this. Think about being part of something bigger than just yourself. Because we can always give a hand to those that need it the most. And sometimes it's not just giving a hand, sometimes it's just giving a smile. In a way, we're all Red Cross. And what I can leave you with is the Red Cross can do a lot of things. We can rescue a lot of people, we can help a lot of people learn. But the most important thing is that the Red Cross will always go towards what everything is running from. We risk our lives to make sure people are better. And we risk our life to make sure people are safe. And well, you know what they say, not all heroes wear capes. Some of the heroes wear a Red Cross in the chest. And I hope we have the chance to meet at some point. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day or evening. Well,
Okay, yeah, that was a video of a Red Cross volunteer in the Americas, and he shared his experience. Sounded a little cult leadery, but aside from that, yeah.
Yeah. to add on to what he was saying, like both me and Bahar are currently Canadian Red Cross volunteers, not in the same way that this fellow was, but yeah, the way I found out about the volunteer opportunity at the Canadian Red Cross was actually through UBC Red Cross. So if you guys are interested in volunteering there, you can always just shoot me or Bahar a message, but we've also already promoted certain volunteer opportunities from them on our social media. So if you're interested, just check that out on Facebook, or as I mentioned, you can just private message me or Bahar and we'd be happy to set you up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so moving on from that, what we do annually is that we select our international appeal. So the voting of this will happen later in the newsletter, so you don't have to worry about that right now. So these are our international appeals. So what these appeals are the goals that we want to fundraise for. So we'll be fundraising our money to one of these 5 things or programs. So you have where it is needed most. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Our donation will go to the Canadian Red Cross into any emergency or humanitarian needs that could be happening both in Canada as well as globally. The second appeal is the International Disaster Relief Fund, and our donation that we fundraise will allow the Canadian Red Cross to respond to disasters, like provide aid as well as compensation for things that do happen in vulnerable communities or things that have been affected by natural disasters. The third appeal is the International Programs Fund. So this appeal helps fund or establish primary healthcare programs, sanitation programs, programs that allow people to get the basic needs they need in a conflict or disaster situation. And the fourth one is the Yemen appeal. If you've been on our social media in the summer, this is the appeal that we've been fundraising for. You guys don't have to do this necessarily. We're all going to choose on this. So the Yemen appeal is pretty self-explanatory, where you have the world's worst humanitarian crisis happening there, and with the coronavirus, it's even worse. So our donation will help get life-saving assistance to people that need that assistance. This will help, aid all the Red Cross programs that do happen there, and we will try to, get that money to that kind of thing. And the fifth reason is the Syria Crisis Fund. As you may know, since 2011, Syria has been in a civil war, and this appeal would allow us to fundraise to things that are related to the disaster relief as well as the humanitarian issues that are happening there. So our program would help, our fundraising would help fund those kind of programming. So these are the 5 appeals that we will be choosing from, and we will send out a survey of some sorts to pick which one we want to do. Okay, and I'll hand it off to Sabrina.
All right, so I'm sure you guys are thinking like, wow, this is such a great club. I need to sign up right away. Right, so membership sign up, our official method of signing up this year is to use the new AMS campus-based platform. So if you guys haven't heard of that, it's basically what's replacing, what's the name of the other one? Clubhouse, AMS Clubhouse. Campus-based is replacing AMS Clubhouse. And so the way you do that is you just find our group. So I believe we're just UBC Red Cross Club on campus-based. You click join. At first, you're going to be an invalidated member. In order to become a validated member, you would have to pay our membership fee. And so I've put Angela, our treasurer, her email will be right here. So please take note of that, or take a screenshot or whatever you need right now. And that's how you would e-transfer the membership fee to Angela. I know this seems a little bit sketchy doing it through e-transfer, but I promise you it is one of the AMS approved methods to do it this year, just because obviously we can't collect the fees from you in person. This QR code on the right here will take you to our campus-based page. If you do not have a campus-based account yet or you're not logged in, it will take you to the login page first, but then it will direct you to our page. So yeah, all you need to do is scan this QR code. And I believe these slides will be posted on our social media as well, or in our newsletter. And it's also being recorded, so you can always refer back to this slide if you missed anything.
Okay, do you want to give a few moments or do you want to move on?
Yeah, we can give them like a minute in case people are still copying it down. Oh, in the meantime, I forgot to mention, when you do e-transfer, Angela, we're trying to make the payments in rounds so that poor Angela doesn't get random e-transfers like periodically. So if you're planning to pay the membership fee soon, please do it either today or tomorrow. And if you can't do it by today or tomorrow, we'll send out a newsletter for the next payment round. And if you can't make it for this round, don't worry. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to participate in events and stuff. But yeah, and when you do e-transfer her, please try to add a message, like in the optional message field, please try to add Red Cross membership fee so she knows what it's in regards to and not just like a random person transferring her $3, you know? So yeah.
Just to add on to that for like a little bit, just because the reason why we're using e-transfer this year is because other methods like ShowPass or PayPal will be taking a cut of that donation money, and that donation money is going straight to our appeal, and we would like to make the most out of it.
Yeah.
With, like third-party intervention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I forgot to mention, like any club fee payment, it's not going to benefit us in any way. Like it's going towards the appeal that we select, going directly towards Canadian Red Cross.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. So how to stay connected with us? If you join a committee, you probably won't have a problem staying connected. But if you're curious about our social media, we just have our handles here. So you can always email us at ubcredcross@gmail.com. On Instagram, we're just at ubcredcross. On Facebook, we're facebook.com/ubcredcross. And before we split into the breakout rooms where you'll be able to hear more about the committees, I just wanted to mention our next general meeting is, we haven't set a date for that yet because we want to make sure that our members can actually make it. So the general meeting time will be based on your guys' availability. So yeah.